Who do you want to become? I want you to become someone happy, healthy, and wealthy. But then other questions come. What can I do to be happier? Where can I go to be healthier? Who can I become to be wealthy? Why should I be healthier? Why should I try to be happier? When will I be wealthy? All these questions surround our lives. Hello, my friend, how are you? Today, you'll learn how to ask the most important questions in English. You're gonna learn how to ask the most common, the most useful questions in English. The WH questions. What? Where? Who? When? Why? Last classes, we talked about the past in English, we talked about the present, and we talked about future. We learned how to use the verb be, the most common verb in English, and today you learn how to ask questions. It's a nice class, it's a useful class, and I hope you have fun while you learn with it. Here on my desk today, I have a lot of boxes from Você Aprende Agora. These boxes that are all over this desk will be sent to our VIP students. New cap, notebook, sticker, this scent for home, highlighters, different pens, a card, a pencil, stickers, a key ring, pencil sharpener, eraser. These are gifts we send to our VIP students. And this is the certificate. In this case, Gabriel Alcântara dos Santos, 78% of correct answers. This special mark, the seal of Georgetown University, space for Gabriel to sign, QR code, my signature. This is our certificate to open doors to our students. And I start this class reading part of this book here to you, Persuasion, written by Robert Cialdini. How to influence people and how to avoid manipulation. These days, avoiding manipulation is as important as knowing how to convince other people. We are bombarded with information, ads, scams, unfortunately. Be careful. Here, he's talking about consistency, coherence. After we make a decision, we have something very attractive. We don't need to think about that anymore. We don't need to examine all the daily information to identify relevant facts. If you study with us, you don't need to check other English courses anymore. And this frees up space in your mind because you don't need to think about that anymore. When you start going to a gym, our forever VIP Shirley is going to a gym in Jaguariúna. Now, she's not worried about different places to train anymore because she has already decided. And now, she's going there every day. If she goes today, probably she's going tomorrow. If she goes tomorrow, she's casting another vote to go there in 2 days. It happens when we are studying, when we are in relationships, when we are at work. If I can take you to make a commitment, I will have the precondition to have you doing that. Once you make the decision, there is a natural tendency to behave in ways that are coherent with that decision. We have this tendency of being coherent with what we did, with what we decided, with what we said. If the previous attitude was positive, excellent. The problem is when we made a mistake in the past and we want to keep that mistake. Sometimes we said something wrong, we know it's wrong, and we want to keep that. This is a challenge. To have the humility to step back and say, no, sorry me, I was wrong there. I think I was rude. I think I didn't communicate well. We have a class talking about this chapter of this book. Enjoy it, please. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Na aula passada nós falamos da reciprocidade, a primeira arma da persuasão. Que significa que quando você oferece algo a alguém, é mais fácil de você convencer essa pessoa de fazer o mesmo por você e também de devolver aquele favor, aquele agrado, aquele convite com maior intensidade. Hoje nós continuamos com a segunda arma da persuasão, que é o compromisso e a coerência. Você deve imaginar que está super fresco por aqui, né? E no primeiro trecho desse livro, Robert Cialdini traz uma frase do Leonardo da Vinci, que diz: é mais fácil resistir no princípio do que no final. O que ele está querendo dizer com isso? Os psicólogos reconhecem um desejo na maioria das pessoas de serem e parecerem coerentes com as suas palavras. Primeiro, porque uma grande coerência pessoal é altamente valorizada pela sociedade. E segundo, porque além do seu efeito sobre a imagem pública, a conduta coerente proporciona uma abordagem benéfica à vida cotidiana. Por quê? Você não precisa pensar tanto, você age sempre daquela maneira. Dentro do domínio da persuasão, o segredo é assegurar um compromisso inicial. Após tomarem uma posição, as pessoas ficam mais dispostas a concordar com pedidos que sejam compatíveis com o compromisso anterior. O que Robert Cialdini está querendo dizer com compromisso e coerência? O compromisso e a coerência são armas da persuasão. Se eu quero que você assista esse curso inteiro das armas da persuasão, primeiro eu vou te pedir para assistir um vídeo. Porque se eu te pedir assista a série inteira, você vai falar, nossa, é muito vídeo, cansativo, não quero saber disso, não tenho tempo. Mas se eu te pedir para assistir uma aula, você pode até aceitar. E depois que você assistiu a primeira aula, assistiu a segunda, assistiu a terceira, fica muito mais fácil para você, para o seu cérebro, continuar estudando, continuar com essa atitude de estudar. Graças a Deus, estudar é uma coisa boa. O que você precisa tomar cuidado é que às vezes as pessoas, ou uma empresa, ou você mesmo, dá um primeiro passo numa coisa errada. Dá um pequeno passo para uma coisa que não serve. E aí, meu amigo, Leonardo da Vinci falou bem. É mais fácil resistir no início do que no final. Se você está na dúvida de fazer uma coisa errada, não faça. É mais fácil você resistir no começo. Porque depois que você começou a fazer, o caminho para retornar é bem mais tortuoso. Comenta aqui um passo pequeno que você deu que te levou a algo muito melhor adiante.
Yes. Be careful. And if you are going to use this knowledge, this power to influence other people, use it for positive things. Don't influence people for bad behavior, okay? Let's have some water, my friend. This is yours and this is mine. Cheers. Okay. All right, let's activate our body. Move your body, my friend. Move your neck to the left, to the right. Excuse me, my nose is running. Let me get this toilet paper here. Excuse me. If mom watches this class, she's going to destroy me. But that's it. Okay, all right, let's move our body. Move your arms, move your hip. And let's do this movement here. Stretch your arms, and touch your hands in the front, okay? Like this. Let's go. Together, you and I. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all right. Now we're gonna touch the floor. We often do this movement because we're training to pick some objects that are on the floor. There is a t-shirt on the floor. You go grab it. There is a lime on the floor in the kitchen. You go grab it. Okay? We're going to do this. We touch the floor and we get back. Touch the floor and get back. Okay? Together, you and I promise you, you are not wasting your time when you are exercising. We exercise, we stretch, and we breathe at the beginning of the class because these movements increase your concentration. They increase your focus. They put your energy up. And when you are more active, when you are more awake, you understand things faster. And the understanding is the first step to learn everything you want and need. Let's go. There we go. 10, 9, 8. Together, you and I. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, move your shoulders, move your legs, and have some more. All right. Now we're going to stretch. Open your arms. Open your arms. Open your arms and look up. The power is up there. Open your arms and look up. And you count for us. Come on, count for us, please. 1, continue, you count. Okay. All right. Now let's stretch up. You count for us. You do this, you twist your wrists and go up. Count for us, please. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna breathe. Let's breathe together. First thing, isolate distractions. Airplane mode. Now I am 100% with you. 0 interruptions. If you can do it, please do it. It's worth it. Because you maximize your learning process. You enjoy your class, your moment. This class is made to you, for you. Let's breathe. We breathe in 2 times. We hold and we breathe out at once. We breathe in the energy we need, the blessings we need, and we breathe out the worries. We breathe out the grudges. We breathe out the negative thoughts. Okay? There we go. Ground yourself, stable position. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Once more, please. All right, let's go. Let's get started. Are you ready? Of course you are. You're going to learn the most important questions in English. You're going to learn the most useful questions in English. You're going to learn how to ask the most useful, common, important questions in English. What? Where? Who? When? Why? And I'm going to add a bonus if you stay until the end. Let's take off. Let's fly. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. What do you want for yourself? Think about you for a moment. You are not selfish. You love yourself. Now tell me, where do you want to be? You can dream big. You can be anywhere. But you can't be everywhere. Who do you want to become? What kind of person do you want to be? When will you do that thing that you have planned? Why don't you set a deadline for yourself? You are a blessing, my friend. Enjoy this view and breathe.
Hello, my friend. Yes, let's learn the most important questions in English, the most useful questions in English, the most used questions in English. We start with what. What? And the most common question, what's your name? Tell me, what's your name? Okay. What's your favorite movie? Okay. What's your last name? Answer, okay? What's your telephone number? Tell me, speak English, come on. If I need to tell you, my phone is 67996461112. What's your favorite color? What do you do in your free time? What's your favorite movie? Okay. This is what? The most common, the top WH question. The second, where? Where? Repeat, please. Where? Okay. Where are you now? You can tell me, I'm at home, I'm at work, I'm in Brazil, I'm in, and you complete with the name of the city. Where are you from? Where do you live? Where did you live when you were a child? Where do you want to go? Where are you going next Sunday? Answer my questions, okay? What, where, now, who? Who is your favorite singer? In your opinion, who is the best actor in Brazil? Who is someone from your family that you admire? Who do you want to become? Three, two, one.
Hello, my friend. I'm asking you this question. Who do you want to become? Because sometimes we are trying to get things. Sometimes we are trying to impress other people. We are trying to prove something. But deep inside us, we know that what is really important is who we are becoming. I am trying to be someone who is correct. I'm trying to be someone who is generous. I'm trying to be someone who is reliable. I am trying to be someone who keeps my word. And you were not alone. I always tell you, you were not alone. I brought this book here to read to you in the middle of nowhere. Look, there is no one here, my friend. No one is here. Just you and I and this reading here, how to work with angels. Sometimes we are in our adventure trying to improve, trying to be better, trying to step ahead. We can ask help. We should ask for help. And you have angels that are always ready to assist you. Listen to this. I would never be alone because the angels would always be with me. They are always near. They whisper words of warning, guidance, and encouragement. My angel secretaries even help me to organize my days. The angels want to be a part of your life. They are ready to help you solve problems, big and small, and bring you closer to your higher self, your real or spiritual self. You will see the results as they respond. They comfort, enlighten, and heal. Although we live in the material world, we have a special link to God through His angels. And we each have a part of God, a divine spark within us that allows us to ask the angels for help and to expect results. Go ahead, my friend. Keep going. You are not alone. Tell me, who do you want to become? Not what you want to become. Who
do you want to become? 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. The WH questions, the most used, the most common, the most important questions in English. We have already talked about what, where. Now let's talk about what, where, and who. Now let's talk about when. The WH questions. What? Where? Who? Now, when? I ask you, when do you study English? You can tell me, every day. When do you exercise? Of course you will tell me, every day. Yes or no? You can tell me, Felipe, I exercise on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. When do you relax? You can tell me, I relax on the weekends. When is your birthday? You tell me, Felipe, my birthday is in, and you tell me the month. When do you celebrate your progress? This is something I am trying to implement in my life, to celebrate the victories. Are they small? Yes. But why not celebrating them? With this, we go to the next question. Why? Why do you study English? I study English because it improves my thinking. I study English because I have more opportunities with English. I study English because I like to watch movies. I study English because it makes me feel good. I study English because it prevents a lot of diseases. Why? What, where, who, when, and why? These are the most important questions you can ask, and also you can answer. Okay? Let's keep having fun. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. This one is made to you, our forever VIP, Ana Maria. Frank Sinatra or Elvis Presley, My Way.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and I did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me, I did it my way.
This was to you, Ana Maria, our forever VIP, super special. Thank you very much. Comment here, which song do you want us to play? Hello, my friend. Who do you want to become? I want you to become someone happy, healthy, and wealthy. But then other questions come. What can I do to be happier? Where can I go to be healthier? Who can I become to be wealthy? Why should I be healthier? Why should I try to be happier? When will I be wealthy? All these questions surround our lives, and I'm a believer that our habits contribute to who we become. I believe our thoughts are powerful, and our words and attitude are powerful too. If I believe I can do it, I have the energy to try. When I try and I realize that, well, it was not perfect, but it was worth trying, then I start to develop the habit to do it. There are strategies that work better. At Você Aprende Agora, I always ask you to follow our methodology. I ask you to write down your examples in English. I ask you to read aloud, to listen to your voice speaking English. And science has proved that when you speak, when you read, when you write, when you listen, when you pay attention, you develop your skills. You learn better. You remember better. I have a video I can share with you about this topic of handwriting. Come here. Let's watch this together. Does handwriting help you learn?
Does handwriting help you learn? 2.5 millennia ago, Socrates complained that writing would harm students because they'd no longer need to memorize what they learned in class.
Today, debate is raging over different technologies. Computers, phones, and AI, and the threat they pose to handwriting.
Research shows that writing by hand can be beneficial. The physical act of arranging squiggles on a page engages your visual and motor memory, helping you memorize everything from the shapes of letters to the quirks of English spelling. Handwriting may also be superior in taking notes. In a study from 2014, students who took notes with a computer wrote down about twice as many words. That suggests they weren't so much understanding as copying everything they heard. Handwriting does take longer, but it forces note-takers to compress ideas into their own words, which helps with conceptual understanding. And policymakers are taking note. Sweden and England and about half of American states are pushing more handwriting instruction. Several school districts in America have gone so far as to ban laptops, though that's not necessarily good for some students with disabilities and does ignore the importance of being able to type. Being able to get ideas down quickly before they're forgotten does have its benefits. Socrates may or may not have had a point about the downside of writing, but no one would care or even remember if his student, Plato, hadn't noted it down for the benefits of posterity.
I love writing. I love writing. Handwriting. Look, when I prepare your classes, I write with my hands. I take notes. When I'm watching something, when I'm reading something, I like to write. When I need to calm down, I write my thoughts. Every single day when I go home, before I go to bed, I write down how my day was. Remember these WH questions. What? Where? Who? When? Why? What are your goals for this year? Where are you now? When do you study English? Who is someone from your family that you admire? Why do you admire this person? Three, two, one. Hello, my friend. What? Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. What é a WH question mais usada em todo o inglês. Significa o que, qual. Você vai vê-la sendo usada assim, ó. What's your name? What's your favorite food? Excuse me. What's this? E para responder uma pergunta com what's, normalmente você utiliza it's, que significa é. I ask you, what's your favorite color? You tell me, it's blue, it's green. What's this? Now I ask you and you answer, what's your name? Comment here. Where, onde, você aprende agora em 1 minuto. Nós já vimos que what, o que, é a WH question mais usada no English. A segunda é where, onde. Eu pergunto, where are you? Você me diz, I'm at home. I'm at work. Where is Lulu? My daughter. She's here. Where are you from? You tell me, I'm from Brazil. Okay, now I ask you the questions. Where are you now? Where are you from? Comment your answers here. Conversation strategies. Você aprende agora em 1 minuto. When you don't know how to answer a question, you use the word
well, we use well when we need time to think or when we are not sure about our answer. In Portuguese, we use in English, we use well. It sounds artificial, but it's super used. It's very common. Now, I ask you questions, and you use well before you answer my questions. How often do you study English? How often do you serve other people? Comment here. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.
Hello, my friend. Yes. Congratulations. Yes. One more step ahead. One more blessing you gave me. When you learn, when you grow, you give me the pleasure, the honor to see you shining. Probably you don't think I am paying attention to you. But I have to tell you, I am watching you.
Every night you stay, I'll be watching you.
I pray for you and for your family every morning. Can you believe it? Yeah, I swear. Every morning, when I'm coming to the office in the car, I ask God to give you wisdom and light to learn faster and to put the knowledge into practice. So, getting to this point of the class, for me, it's a blessing. Because you were here, you were growing, you were evolving, you were developing new ideas. You were seeing new perspectives. And now, you can help others. You can be the reference for others. You can teach others. Yeah, you. Why not? Come here. Today, we studied the WH questions. The most common question in this world is this: what? Then you have where. Then you have who. Then you have when. Then you have why. At the beginning of the class, I told you that I could give you a bonus. How often? This is another important question in English. From this question, we have a variety of answers using the frequency adverbs. We can talk about this. I can prepare a class about this for you. Next class, no problem. Let's focus here. What? I asked you, what do you want? Where are you going? Who do you want to become? When are you going to get there? Why do you want it? These questions, my friend, that I ask you, I also ask myself. If you grab my notebook here, I am asking myself here, who do you want to become? I want to be someone happy. I want to be someone healthy. I want to be someone wealthy. For this, I need to take action. I need to say no. I need to quit things that are not productive. Bad habits. Things that in the past made sense, but today are not aligned with who I want to become. I was studying, preparing this class to you, and it's always a challenge because I want to encapsulate hundreds of pages into this class. I want to get the best of everything I'm reading, watching, studying, analyzing, to offer you the very best juice of all the things I collect to offer you these classes. And we have to pay the fee. And fee in this case means focus, effort, and execution. If you tell me, Felipe, I want to learn faster. I feel that English makes me feel good. With English, I feel that my brain is working. I want to learn faster. I'm going to recommend you to be VIP. But this is not enough. Besides having our platform, our support, our attention, our net under you, you need to focus. You need to pay attention. You need to make an effort. You need to say no to interruptions. And you need to execute. You need to take action. Because if I stop and explain to you why we do every second of our classes, why we have the sequence, you're going to love it. You're going to say, wow, this is amazing. You really know what you were doing. You have the recognition, the international recognition, because you guys really do a good job. Yeah, but who cares about recognition? I'm worried about your learning. I'm worried about your progress. Because progress means happiness. You know that. And for this class, I selected an old video. I like the classics. I like old boys. I like people who have wisdom and experience. And this guy here, his name is Jim Rohn. He's teaching us about how to get anything we want. Let's learn it. Come here.
How to get whatever you want. That's the title of the next set of notes. How to get whatever you want. Here's what it says if you're ready. It says, ask, that's it. End of notes. Ask. If there's one art in life to learn extremely well, that's got to be one of them. The art of asking. What does ask mean? Ask means, what do you want? And the formula is staggering. It says ask and what? A guy ought to look into that. See, you've got to be better than a good worker. You've got to be a good asker. Now let me give you 3 key points on asking and receiving. This can do it. Number 1, asking is the beginning of receiving. Asking starts a unique process, mental and emotional. I don't even know how it works. All I know is it works. It's like pushing a button and all this machinery starts working. I don't know how. It just works. There's a lot of things you don't need to know how. Just work them. Some people are always studying the roots. Others are picking the fruit. I mean, it depends on what end of it you want in on. Asking is the beginning of receiving, so start the process. Here's number 2. Receiving is not the problem. Receiving is automatic. Now, if that's true, receiving is not the problem, what's the problem? Failure to ask might be one of your major problems. I don't know. Check it out. The guy says, oh, now I see it. I got up last year and hit it every day, but there's not a scrap of paper with my goals on it. Good worker, poor asker. So you got to change that. Here's number 3. Receiving is like the ocean. There's plenty. Success is not in short supply. It isn't rationed, and you stepped up to the window and it was all gone. No, no, no. It's like an ocean here. Now, if that's true, what's the problem? Well, some people go to the ocean with a teaspoon. Have you got the picture? See, what you want to do in view of the size of the ocean is trade your teaspoon for at least a bucket, and you'll look better down at the ocean. Kids won't make fun of you, right? Okay. Now there's 2 ways to ask, and we'll wrap up goal setting. 2 ways. Here's number 1. Ask with intelligence. It didn't say ask intelligently, but I'm sure it meant that. Don't mumble. You don't get anything by mumbling. Be clear. Be specific. Intelligent asking means how wide, how high, how soon, when, what size, what color, how much. Define what you want and describe what you want. That's powerful. Goals become like a magnet. They pull you that direction. And the better you describe them, the more they pull.
He is telling us we need to ask. Ask and you shall receive. Matthew presented that. Ask. But sometimes we don't know what to ask because we don't know what we want. That's why I always ask you to have clarity about what you want. Let's keep watching him. Enjoy.
So ask intelligently. Here's number 2. Ask with faith. That's the childish part of the equation. Believe you can get what you want like a child. Not an adult. Adults are too skeptical. So the formula really reads, make plans like an adult and believe in them like a child. And the most incredible things will happen. Just try it for 90 days. Just try it. You can always go back to the old ways. Just try it, just 90 days, 90 days. The world admires the doers.
Now he's telling us, look, this world is abundant. This world has anything we want. We just need to ask. We need to give our best, act like adults, because we know we get things, we conquer, we achieve things by working, by making effort. And we think, we dream as a kid, as a child, because the child has faith. the child believes. What do you want? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to become? Why do you want it? Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.